Hello people, welcome to another episode of Grand Football Weekly. How are we doing? Yes, we are into game week 25, guys. Yeah, and before we go into game week 25, congratulations to Arsenal and Man City, who are in the final, the first final of the season in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, both teams, Arsenal beating Chelsea and Man City beating Newcastle. So they are in the final of the Carabao Cup. So before we go into game week 25, let's look at game week 24 and look at all the results as is custom, as we do. And look at all that our panels, all that they predicted. Yeah, the first game, Brighton versus Everton. That was a huge game, and it finished 1-1. Both teams, canceling each other out. And well done to David. Well done to Tammy Zach. Well done to Kiki. Well done to Dion. Well done to OK. And well done to Michael. Wow, quite a lot. A lot of people getting that 1-1 result for Brighton versus Everton. And then the next game, Leeds versus Arsenal. Arsenal running away with that one, winning away from home 4-0. Well done to no one. No one got that 4-0 prediction. Almost everyone got the outcome, but no one got the prediction right. Wolves versus Bournemouth. Wolves-Bournemouth. What happened in that game? Yeah, Bournemouth winning 2-0 away from home. Well done to OK. OK got the correct score for that one of 2-0. Chelsea versus West Ham. That was an interesting game. Chelsea losing 2-0 but coming from behind to win the game 3-2. They tried to rest players for the Carabao Cup final, but when they saw things were backfiring, they had to revert to normal mode, and that helped because they got their victory. And they were lucky because another team probably they wouldn't have gotten that victory. So I'm sure they'll be happy with that win. And well done to Chris. Chris got that prediction right of 3-2. Well done. Liverpool versus Newcastle. Liverpool trashing Newcastle 4-1. And Newcastle didn't even do any better in midweek. They lost again to Man City. So you would have thought maybe they played badly in this game because of how they were going to play in the Carabao Cup return leg. But both games, not so good. So no one predicted that scoreline of 4-1, but you would imagine that almost everyone predicted a Liverpool win. Aston Villa versus Brentford. Now this was the surprise because everyone went for Aston Villa to actually win the game, but they lost at home to Brentford, who were man down as well. So not a great result for Aston Villa. Their hopes for the title are quickly, fading away. It's quickly fading away. Manchester United versus Fulham. This was a very interesting game for the neutral. Man United taking the lead, and Fulham coming late on to equalize 2-2, and you thought that was how it was going to end. But credit to Man United, they dug deep and they got that third goal through Benjamin Sesko, and they won the game 3-2. No one predicted that scoreline of 3-2. No one, but you understand, almost everyone went for Man United to win, but no one predicted 3-2 as their scoreline. Yeah. Nottingham Forest versus Crystal Palace. Forest and Crystal Palace played out a 1-1 draw. And well done to a few people who got that correct. Well done to King T, well done to Anu, well done to Kiki, and well done to Michael. They all got that correct. Yeah. And the big game for last weekend was the Tottenham versus Manchester City game. And this game was so funny because it was a game of two halves. City playing well in the first half and Tottenham playing better in the second half. And obviously, City were winning 2-0 in the first half. Tottenham came back and got their equalizer 2-2 and could have gone ahead and won the game, but I'm sure they'll be happy at least getting something out of that game. Yeah, so the match finished 2-2 and yours truly, I got that correct, 2-2. And well done to Fian as well. Fian got the 2-2 prediction correct. Yep. Sunderland versus Burnley. Sunderland haven't lost at home all season, and they didn't lose this one as well. They won 3-0. They beat Burnley comfortably, beating them 3-0 in this game. And well done to OK. OK got the correct score of 3-0. Yep. Okay. Let's look at the table as we always do. And the table, Temizak is still sitting at the top with 554 points. And Dion is in second place. And for the first time since I've been doing Grand Football table, this is the first time I'm in third place. Yours truly is in third place with 506 points. I'm coming for the top now, guys. Temizak, Dion, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. You can see how everyone is on the table, and right at the bottom in 12th place we have Temitayo with 443 points, Yema with 426 points, and King T with 419 points. 419. The guy is a 419 at the moment. Okay, let's go into game week 25. Game week 25. Yep. The first game we'll look at is Leeds versus Nottingham Forest. Leeds v Nottingham Forest. And both teams are fighting for survival. Well, Leeds are still okay at the moment, but any more slip-ups, they could get dragged into this relegation battle. You know, there may be 1 or 2 losses away from being dragged in. So I know this game they would want to win. And Forest also in this relegation battle would want to make sure they get a result. And because of that, it's going to be a very, very tight game. It might be just either one of them games where you see a draw or someone winning by that one margin. And I'm going to go for Nottingham Forest to win by that one margin. Nottingham Forest to beat Leeds away from home 2-1. I see that happening. Manchester United versus Tottenham. A resurgent Manchester United will be buzzing from their last game. So will Tottenham, actually, because they also put up a good fight. And it's a, 12:30 kickoff on a Saturday. So they'll be looking at it and thinking, yeah, we can get ourselves early, get ourselves ready for this game and get a good result. It will be a very tight one. I remember when these two teams met the last time, it ended in a draw, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it ended in a draw. Man United getting a late equalizer. I think it was Delete, or was it Maguire? I think it was Delete who got the equalizer in that game. So yeah, I see this one being that kind of game, but someone would win. I see a winner. And I'm going to go for Man United to win this one. And I'm going to go for Man United to win 2-1 against Tottenham. Arsenal versus Sunderland. They'll be buzzing from getting themselves into the final. I hope they still know that there's still work to do to win this league. So I see them, pulling out all the guns for this one to just, shut everyone up. So I see them winning against Sunderland. Sunderland are a good side, haven't lost at home like we said, but they've been very shaky away from home. And they don't have Granit Xhaka for this game as well. So I see them going into this one, not winning. Arsenal beating Sunderland 3-0. I see that happening. 3-0. Bournemouth versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa are in bad form at the moment. Bournemouth have started picking up form lately, scoring some goals and winning some matches. And they're at home for this one. And they know Aston Villa is a major threat. These are the kind of games they want to win because they are high up in the table. So to give them confidence for the rest of the season. So I'm going to go for Bournemouth to beat Aston Villa 3-1. Bournemouth to beat Aston Villa 3-1. Burnley versus West Ham. Two teams struggling. But one team's looking like, I know they lost the game against Chelsea, West Ham, but they're looking like they can't try and fight their way out of this battle, this relegation battle. But I see Burnley after the last game where they lost 3-0 to a newly promoted side like them. They'll probably have some rethink in their strategy. So this game, they'll probably try to win, but I see West Ham nullifying all their efforts. So this game, I'm going to sit on the fence and say Burnley West Ham would be a 1-1 draw. A 1-1 draw. Fulham versus Everton. Fulham Everton. I know they lost the game to Manchester United, but they will be encouraged from the game that they gave a good account of themselves in that game. So I see them, giving Everton a right good game, because Everton are seeming to be losing most of their important players. I know Grealish is out. I'm not sure if Dewsbury holds back, but that Barry looks good. He started scoring goals. Beto's chipping in as well. But this one might just be one too far for them. So I see Fulham beating Everton 2-0. Fulham 2, Everton 0. Wolves versus Chelsea. Chelsea just coming back from a Carabao semi-final loss to Arsenal. It depends how he sets up this team. Will they be ready for this game? I know Wolves are already, we can say they're relegated, but they've given a good account of themselves. It's one of them teams where they're going to be relegated this season, yes. But it's one of the best relegation team you would imagine, because they've had good games. It's not one of them ones where they've just been beaten in every game. They've given all the top guys a very tough game. I remember the game against Arsenal. I remember the game against Man United. A few to mention. They've played well, and for that reason I think they'll give Chelsea a good game, and I think Chelsea might be shocked. They will be shocked. They can be shocked. And I'm going to go for Wolves to beat Chelsea 2-1. Wolves 2, Chelsea 1. Newcastle versus Brentford. Newcastle have to win. They have to win. They have to win. And I see them winning. I see them winning. I see them beating Brentford 2-0. They see them beating Brentford. They have to win their game, They haven't played well in the last two, so they have to win. Brighton versus Crystal Palace. Brighton beating Crystal Palace 2-0 as well, in my opinion. And then the big one. Liverpool versus Manchester City. I see them winning as well. Liverpool, it will be a very tough game, but I see Liverpool beating Man City, and the title race might as well be nearly finished after this loss for Liverpool if Arsenal win, you know. Yep. So what are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts? Do you think Arsenal can do it? Do you think Man City can go to Liverpool? Yeah, let us know in the comment section, guys. Okay, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.
Don't check this.